Hi, I'm Lee Benz, the homescholar, and Sherry asked me a question: how do I keep track of high school requirements? That's a really important question to ask, and basically you want to make sure that you're making your high school transcript every single year. That will help you to know where you are so that you can figure out where you're going. Each college will have their own requirements for what you need to get in. And some will say you need to have 4 years of math, but they don't care how far along you get in math. Others will say you really have to have calculus in order to get in. And that's, pretty different. So each college will have their own requirements. And so the best thing that you can do to make sure you're going to be able to get in is to make sure that you're teaching your children the academics at their level, but make your transcript every year so that you don't forget something like, oh, totally spaced. I forgot that we had piano lessons. I thought we didn't have any music. Okay? So you want to make sure that your transcript is always up to date. And then in junior year, when you're visiting colleges and going to the college fair, and you can say, what are the academic requirements for getting in? And they will go through their list of what they want to see. You will know on your piece of paper, do we have what it takes for this college? And if not, can I get there in time? Usually the difference is very simple. Like, oh, and by the way, we want to see economics. You could easily do that in a semester, just a half a year. Even during senior year, you could fill that. Other times they'll say, we need to see 4 years of math. Almost all colleges need 4 years of math. And if you only have 2, that's going to be much harder for you to compensate for that. By keeping your transcript every year, you'll know how many maths do I have, how many English credits do I have, how many science credits do I have. And so none of this is going to come as a surprise to you. I think that the time when homeschoolers put themselves at a real disadvantage is when they're not making their transcript and they're not following a standard textbook sort of curriculum. Maybe they're unschooling or unit studies or something, where it's easy for them to not realize where they've been for the last year or 2 years or 3 years. So making your transcript every year is important for everyone, but especially if you use delight-directed learning, unit studies, or unschooling, just to make sure you have what it takes to get into college. I hope that helps. Have a great day.